everybody and welcome to this weekly update. My name is Sarah Lane. So I am back in my kitchen today as I'm actually off at the moment, and I've moved my husband upstairs into my office, so I'm just grabbing some time in the kitchen while he's not here to do this video. So in terms of Azure news this week, we've got 4 bits of news that I want to cover off. So we had Azure Site Recovery release an update version. It's just a roll-up update, so it's version 48 that's been released. But if you're using ESR in your environment, please do check out what that roll-up update means and see if it can be applied into your environment and maybe add some functionality or fix some bugs that you might have come across. We've also seen Azure Blob storage support NFS 3.0, and that's in the preview as well. So again, that's extra functionality that we have within Blob storage. So again, if that's something you've been looking at, please do check that out. Now, our Windows Virtual Desktop offering has obviously blown up with the amount of people working from home, and it's been a very popular service. And the team have released a new Android client, which gives you more functionality if you're looking to interact with a remote desktop via the WVD solution. So definitely check that out as well if that's something that you're using in your environment or potentially considering as well. And the last one is the cost management team released their July blog. So they usually release a big update at the end of every month with some new features and functionality and talking about some of the things that are coming along into Azure Cost Management. So I'll post some more links for that in the descriptions below, and you can grab more details around that if any of that takes your fancy. So in terms of me, as I said, I'm off. I've taken a long weekend, so I was off yesterday, I'm off today. Don't have any work again until Monday. I've totally turned off everything, work, email, everything is turned off. I've stopped notifications hitting my personal phone for Twitter and LinkedIn. The only ones I've got turned on at the moment are Instagram and Facebook. So if you've tried to reach out to me and I haven't got back to you, please don't think I'm ignoring you. I am just having some chill time. I'm trying to, disconnect, recharge my batteries and just come back to everything on Monday fully charged and ready to go. As I talked about last week in my video, I had prioritised what I wanted to get done before the end of this month, and I'm pleased to say that I got the things that needed to be done finished off and done, and they're ticked off. Some of the content that I've been working on last month or in July, it feels like August already, will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. So it's been a mammoth effort to get some of that content out, and I'll speak more about it once the content's out and why it took so long, and share some of my learnings around all of that. This week as well, I did something a little bit different, something that I haven't done before. Some of you may have caught it. It was a live stream with April Edwards, who is also a Microsoftie, and we did like an hour with April and Sarah, I think is what we called it, and we literally just turned on our webcam and streamed to everybody, and April and I had a really cool conversation and we answered some questions from the people that tuned in. So if you tuned in or if you've watched that back, massive thank you for tuning in and supporting that. It's something April and I have been talking about doing for several months now, but just with our schedules and everything that's been going on, we never got round to it. So we can totally do that again if that's something that you enjoyed. If it's something that you enjoyed but you'd like to see me do it with someone else, and do it regularly. I'm kind of being told that it might make a series, but I don't know if that's something, or even if it's a regular with me and April speaking and doing a show. I don't know. If you have some thoughts around it, if you have some commentary, suggestions, let us know. If it's something that's worthwhile, we'll look at doing it. If it's not something that's worthwhile and it's a random bit of fun that you enjoyed this week, that's cool as well. So let us know what's happening. The other thing that I did this week was speak at a user group, which seems to be a theme at the moment. So I was speaking at the DevOps and Not knots, I think they call it, which is DevOps in the Nottingham area of the UK. And that was really fun. That was a good session. That was a new presentation that I hadn't delivered before. So hopefully it came across really well, and it's content I'm going to be using at future events as well. So yeah, I think it was recorded. Yeah, it was. It was streamed on YouTube, so it's available on YouTube as well. You'll be able to find that in one of my sessions playlists if you haven't checked that out. But that was fun. I think this week in terms of community events or speaking events, I'm actually quite quiet. I've got a Women in Tech event, which is internal to one of our Microsoft customers. They have a regular cadence of Women in Tech events, and they've asked me to speak at this one. So I think I'm doing a 30-minute talk on my journey from on-prem into the cloud, and also talking about GitHub and Git and some of the stuff around all of that and how I found that and how it's enhanced my career now. So yeah, that's going to be fun. That's two topics that I've talked about before, but I've never actually condensed either of them into a half-hour talk. I think I've done the on-prem to cloud engineer talk in 45 minutes. So that'll be interesting. I'll need to put some slides together and think about how I'm going to tell that story in a much shorter time frame. I'm looking at my notes here because I've made some notes to remind me of what I'm doing. As I said, I'm off at the moment. I've got some stuff in the garden to do. They are actually predicting that it's going to be about 27 degrees Celsius in Scotland today. So fingers crossed. We've got some clouds at the moment, but it is very humid and warm. So yeah, I'm looking forward to just being out in the garden and enjoying it. So hopefully I'll get my task done as well. If you've been looking at the naming convention of this video, it is the weekly update 50. We're obviously approaching week 52, which will mark a whole year of doing these videos consistently. And I don't think I ever thought I would get to this stage of having a year's worth of these videos available. So I'm kind of looking at maybe doing something a bit fun for that, doing a little bit of celebration during the video, but we'll see. If you've been watching consistently since the start, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are on this content. I always said I would do definitely a year worth of this. I would do a year worth to teach me how to speak to a camera, teach me how to do some video editing, look at sound and all of that kind of stuff that goes around creating these videos. And I've definitely learned a lot from them. Like I said, my initial goal was to do it for a year solid and then think about whether I wanted to continue. I'm in half a mind about whether to continue. I enjoy doing these. They teach me a lot, as I've said before. But yeah, I don't know whether to keep going or not. So I'm tempted to keep going because, like I said, I enjoy them. But yeah, I don't know. Any thoughts? Let me know. But anyway, people, I am going to go and enjoy the cloudy but warm weather out in my garden, and I hope you get a chance to enjoy today's weather. I think the whole of the UK is to get some nice weather, and if not, have a good weekend and I will catch you again.